2025. And we're talking about the main political events of the day and do some analytics. And I'm gonna tell you my opinion and I'm gonna listen to your opinions. So like my video, subscribe my channel, and ask your question in chat. So let's start. It's something happening in the United States, and let's discuss what's happening. The main topic in mainstream media today it's Jeffrey Epstein case again, and we're talking about his Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, and as you know, a few days ago, she had interview with prosecutor, with representative of Department of Justice, and today Department of Justice released transcripts of this interview, and everyone, all media, talking about this because it's really main event of the day, and what we were expecting. Nothing serious at these transcripts. She did not say anything bad about President Trump, how many people, expected. And with democratic media, we also expected what Ghislaine Maxwell say something about Trump, but she said something about Clinton, but it doesn't matter. So, and what it means? It means it looks like maybe some secretive deal exists between this girl and administration, and maybe she looks to get pardoned by President Trump. So if we can trust what she say or not, this is the main question. I'm sure a lot of people in administration, they were sure what this scandal gonna go down, and people gonna forget about this situation. But no, and it's yesterday or day before yesterday, judge declined a request to release grand jury documents in Epstein case, and today the Department of Justice released transcript of Ghislaine Maxwell interview. So, and this interview is completely positive and nice, and nothing really interesting in there. And it looks like it's a game. So, guys, are you coming here to see what's happening? And next newsmaker today is President Trump. As you know, yesterday he was on the streets and patrolling with law enforcement officers. He delivered pizza to law enforcement officers, and today he posted a short report about what's happened. And let's read what he says. He says, Washington, D.C. is safe again. The crowds are coming back. The spirit is high, and our D.C. National Guard and police are doing a fantastic job. No, yes, I guess it is. They are out in force and are not playing games. Yes, we're not playing games. And yesterday or today morning, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, he ordered National Guard troops in Washington, D.C. to carry weapons. And it's a serious decision. It wasn't long time before, with National Guard troops, we don't have real weapons. Now, in Washington, D.C., we have weapons. I'm continuing to read President Trump post. As bad as it sounds to say, there are no more murders this week for the first time in memory. So yeah, it's no murders this week in Washington, D.C., and here it was never in memory. This is a correct sentence. Mayor Muriel Bowser must immediately stop giving false and highly inaccurate crime figures, or bad things will happen, including complete and total federal takeover of the city. Yeah, and Democrats, they don't like what President Trump is doing with police takeover. He P. Abaita. Hi, 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 give me your like. Yeah, with Democrats, we don't like what President doing because he is successful and because his operation is really successful because it's really no murders in Washington, D.C. and people don't remember when it was last time. Maybe it was last time like 100 years ago, but President Trump writes he doesn't remember when it was last time. Hello, true or dare? Hi T, Crystal Hens. On Monday it's my birthday. Okay, great, Crystal. Give me your like and I gonna say happy birthday on Monday to Crystal. I gonna remember about this. Guys, you look and give me some likes and subscribe my channel. We're talking about President Trump and his operation in Washington DC to enforce law and order in the city. And he posted his post on social media where you remember yesterday he was on the streets together with law enforcement officers, and today he is making some conclusions and claiming some information to us about what's happening. So let's read again. I see people is coming here. I'm turning 9. Oh, I see. So let's read again. Washington D.C. is safe again. Yes, it looks like it's safer. The crowds are coming back. The spirit is high, and our D.C. National Guard and police are doing a fantastic job. Yes, of course, he's always says stuff like this. And yesterday, President Trump was patrolling the streets with National Guard and with police officers, so he can say what is definitely happening. They are out in force and are not playing games. Yeah, we don't play games. We were not playing games. As bad as it sounds to say, uh, there were no murders this week for the first time in memory. So President Trump doesn't remember the time when it was so safe in Washington, D.C., how it is now. Guys, ask your questions and tell me your opinions. It's very important. And give me your likes and subscriptions. And after this, President Trump said that Mayor Muriel Bowser must immediately stop giving false and highly inaccurate crime figures, or bad things will happen, including a complete and total federal takeover of the city. And this is what we're supposed to do: complete and federal takeover of the city, because this is the federal capital city, and originally this District of Columbia was created like federal territory, like federal land, and with residents who was living in Washington DC, we were fighting for their rights to be represented in government, and still where car license plates we have a sign what says no taxation without representation. So we were always paying taxes, but we were never represented in our house. Now we have local like parliament, local house, and we try and the city, and as we see, it's absolutely not successful because the crime rate was highest ever, and it was a lot of murders and violent crimes, which was never happening, and it's federal capital, and it's capital of most powerful and most beautiful, the best country in the world. How it's possible? And people, always diplomats and foreign people, they come in like tourists here in Washington D.C. and they see all this, and they can't go out of rooms in hotels at night to walk around. It's not supposed to be like this in federal capital. There is places, there is different places in United States, there is very, weird locations, but of course it's not supposed to be in Washington D.C. So, and President Trump concluding Washington D.C. will be soon be great again. Yeah, it's almost great again now. And with Democrats, including with Mayor, they hate it. They don't like what President Trump successful at this operation, because it's success. How you can call it? It's success. It's full success of President Trump because they could not stop this crime, or they did not want to stop this crime. I think they couldn't. And President Trump did it in a few days. He did in few days what they could not do for years. And this is a real success. And now President Trump is talking what he's going to do the same situation in Chicago and in other cities. We will see how it's going to work because, you know, Washington is a little bit different city. Lloyd Davis, thumbs down to Orange Clown. Would be king. The Orange Clown will not be king. He is, you know, American. He is real American. I don't think he can even imagine what means to be a king. It's not American tradition, and this Orange Clown, he is a part of American culture for many years, for like decades. So I think she's just, you know, it's extravagance. He just playing his role. He loves with, you know, to be seen. He loves to play. You remember his TV show. So this kind of person, it's like a way to get attention from people. This is what he is doing. Of course, he is not going to be a king, and he does not want to be a king. He just playing his role as he can. And you remember, he is almost 80. He is not young guy, you know. So, okay, guys, ask more questions, please. Let's talk. Let's talk about what you think. If President Trump is right about this police takeover in Washington D.C. or no. I told you yesterday what I witnessed how it was here in Los Angeles. It wasn't, you know, federal takeover, but it was National Guards here also, and ICE and HSI. It's all kind of officers from federal law enforcement agencies. They were all over, everywhere on the streets. It was checkpoints for cars, so we were stopping people on highway and checking documents. And people were scared to come out from their houses because, you know, in Los Angeles we have a really high rate of undocumented people, but it's not because we're criminals or something. It's just, you know, people failed paperwork or something, and, you know, these fees were not cheap, and people don't make enough money to pay for this fees. Of course, a lot of people were unhappy with it, but I witnessed how it was here. Was it successful or no? I think it was successful here in Los Angeles, but it's California, so it's democratic state. And what President Trump did in Washington, D.C., it's way stronger. So it was like, but it was what he's supposed to do, I guess, and this is correct. Okay, let's go to the next. I already told about Ghislaine Maxwell, her interview, and this interview looks absolutely empty. She did not tell nothing interesting. What we can be interested in, because a lot of people were expecting she told something about President Trump and his relation with Jeffrey Epstein, but she didn't say nothing what people expected. So I guess she's gonna get pardoned, and President Trump will pardon her, I guess. We'll see how it's gonna go. But it's some more interesting events happened today, and President Trump is talking about them. Also, United States. Let me also open this post, and I'm gonna tell you. United States got 10% of Intel Corporation, and this is really, you know, important, really interesting situation, and President Trump is telling about this. So let me read what he says. It's my great honor to report that United States of America now fully owns and controls 10% of Intel, a great American company that has an even more incredible future. Why it's happening? Because President Trump is getting ready to a war with China, and these companies who produce with, you know, chips, microelectronics, they are strategically important for American government and for our defense. So that's why these companies, you know, we were usually like pro-democrats, and we're usually opposing any military activities, but now we all are ready to collaborate with American government exactly here in national security and national defense. So we're also feeling what not everything good with our security, and we are ready to help, and it's really good what President Trump is doing this. So let's read what he say else at this post. I negotiated the deal with Li Putan, the highly respected chief executive officer of company. So he was making a deal. He loves to make deals. The United States paid nothing for these shares, and the shares are now valued at approximately $11 billion. Yes, it's $11 billion. It's a huge amount of money. This is a great deal for America and also a great deal for Intel. Yes, because after government presence in shares, I am sure Intel gonna have a lot of government support and some benefits, and we're gonna have government orders for military industry, I'm sure, because you know drones, military drones, which you can see militaries use in Ukraine. Now it's completely different type of war. Every drone supposed to have this microchip what Intel producing. So of course we're supposed to have it. We're supposed to own it, to control it. It's not only like federal regulation, but ownership is important too. So building leading edge semiconductors and chip, which is ever Intel does, is fundamental to the future of our nation. Yes, this absolutely correct. This is correct definition what he's supposed to say. Building leading edge semiconductors and chips, which in what Intel does is fundamental to the future. It's really fundamental to the future. Future based on these technologies. These technologies of our life, they surrounded us everywhere, because chips were everywhere in our phones, which you're looking, where you can see me in computers, in washer machine, in dryer, in microwave, everywhere there is chip, which Intel produce. So of course it's supposed to be American. So make America great again, President say, yeah, and it's really good news. It shows us, direction of American policy, which they don't tell us, because with kind of actions, they shows where we go. But President Trump never say what he's preparing to defend the nation against Chinese aggression. This is what can happen, because China always talking about this, what we're gonna occupy Taiwan, and Taiwan is American military ally, and we have obligation to defend them. So I guess we're getting ready to the war. Another thing President Trump did today, he demonstrated a picture from his Alaska summit with Putin, and say what Putin may come here in the United States on some, I guess, football championship in 2026, in the next year, but maybe not come. So also very controversial statement what he did, and I don't know why he showed this picture. So he has some links with Putin, of course, but he is not sure what Putin will stop the war, and you know what's happening with this war. And I don't know why he showed this picture. To do what? To make Democrats again angry, and Europeans, to just remind them what he is contacting with Putin. I don't know why he is doing this, but he is doing what he is doing. Okay, guys, what else happening? Yeah, today all these Europeans and President Zelensky of Ukraine, they start talking completely different things. Now they say what Putin is not going to stop the war. We're getting ready. We militarize their army, like with NATO standards. and stuff like this, and we're absolutely not sure what meeting between Zelensky and Putin can ever happen. And the same, Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov, he is saying the same, what Zelensky is not ready for a meeting, what Zelensky does not agree any Russian condition what we ask. So this peace deal looks far, and with this real situation, it's only 4 days after summit, right? 4 days passed, and now we see real positions. And President Trump playing both hands. One hand, he is shaking Putin's hand, and in other hands, he is cleaning his weapon to fight. So I think maybe we're really moving towards the war, and nothing to do with this. We have to take what we have because Putin uh, uh, doesn't want to go to peace. He's this is the main reason why the war continues, because Putin doesn't want to stop the war. It's not in his interest, and he is in very good relationship with China, Russia with China. We have this alliance, and also India. So it looks like we are ready to continue the war, and it's a really big thing for President Trump because he can't stop it, and we need it be stopped. All need, Ukrainians need. We send them support and stuff like this, but I'm not sure it's gonna happen. I'm sure we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. So what else happening around, guys? Not many stuff. It's Friday night. Give me some more likes and ask your questions. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. I think next week it's gonna be way more interesting events, and we're gonna discuss a lot. And today is also late. It's already 1:29 in Los Angeles. And thank you what you watching me at this late. But I was really busy today. Thank you guys. Any more questions? No more questions? No more likes? Nobody wanna say anything? Okay, guys. Then thank you. Let's finish. It's, I guess, most important events with Ghislaine Maxwell and President Trump. It's two newsmakers today, and we discussed them all. We expected more from Ghislaine Maxwell, but she did not say anything. And President Trump, like always, he met our expectations. So thank you guys. Have a good night.